Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your May 2020 love reading. I'm Jessica from Willow Vine's Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do your love reading for May. Like I just said, I kind of said that backwards, so I do feel like there's some residual energy sitting in here, like old, new kind of thing, which a lot of signs have gotten, and we have multiple placements in our chart, so it makes sense. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It will not apply to every single one of you. I wish I could do that, but I can't. If you'd like me to pick up on your personal energy, please email me. My email is in the box below. I'll gladly give you all the information you need on personal readings. It's on the community tab as well as my website. And don't forget to check me out on Patreon. These readings will be extended on Patreon. So over here on YouTube, we're going to cover overall energy, past, present, future. So this could be an ex or just whoever you've been dealing with, had on your mind, or who has been trying to connect with you in the past. The middle is normally about you, but if you do have somebody around you in your environment currently, whether you're partnered with them or not, they can pop up. Because it is a love reading. And then new love, future love, are you going to reconnect, rekindle, whatever. And then on Patreon, we're going to cover obstacles and blocks, actions that are going to be taken, as well as overall outcomes, advice, and just anything else that I see fit over there, because I just kind of wing it towards the end. So once I cover the main spread, basically, I will just do whatever I'm drawn to do over there. So it's any denomination. Start off at 10, lower it, increase it at any time. You get billed initially when you first sign up, and then the first of the month thereafter. So even though it's a monthly subscription, if you start your membership on the 30th, it does not go from the 30th to the 30th. It's you pay on the 30th, and then you'll get charged again for the first, and then it will be from the first there on out. So just keep that in mind. You can stay for a minute or you can stay for a while. Either way, I love it. The support has been phenomenal. You guys are amazing. And I do have some personal readings on the books, but I have openings. So I do book up quick. Keep that in mind. If it resonates or not, hit me up. Anyways, so let's see, Taurus. I just heard money. So I feel a main focus for a lot of you guys is your own stability and security. I heard stimulus check. So when I heard stimulus, and I believe it has to do with the stimulus check in the United States that people are getting. I feel like whether you've received yours or not, if you live in the U.S., just be careful that you don't go crazy with it. I know it's to boost the economy and everything, and it's intended to be spent, but I feel like some of you, this is almost like a blessing in disguise. I know this is a love reading, but sometimes money comes into it, especially if it's a main focus. I feel like it's a blessing in disguise for some of you because you've been struggling, and it's almost like money that just comes out of nowhere. I do feel like you guys need to be frugal right now, at least. Just be conscious of where your money's going, because I feel like it's going to be gone just as quickly as you receive it for some of you. And if you owe child support, or if it's owed to you, some of you could be getting more money or less or not receiving it at all because you owe back child support or whatever. So that might piss off some of you. Just wanted to point that out. But I feel that there's an issue surrounding money, that someone just spends too much of it. So if it's not you, Taurus, it could be somebody you are attached to, either that you're currently dating. It could just be baby mama, baby daddy, whether you're with them or not. There's somebody around you who is not very good with money, and I do feel like it is affecting your finances, and that's probably why it's showing up in your reading. Hell, it could be you doing this with your own finances or with somebody else's. So anyways, let's get out of that. I feel like I got like a frog in my throat. Communication is an issue. I feel like just simple communication, especially with the whole money thing, it would clear a lot up. But I feel like whoever I'm talking to, whoever this reading is going to resonate with, you have a hard time discussing not only personal matters, but serious matters. I almost feel like a failure. Like if I screw up, I don't want to own up to it, kind of thing. So if that's not you, it's someone you're dealing with, and maybe that's why there's been minimal to no communication, or no communication that really leads to anything, because somebody is fearful of just how they are. Like, almost being out with something. So somebody's harboring a secret is what I feel. And I'm not even sure if it's a love secret. It might have to do with finances, like hiding money, or I made a big purchase that I regret. Something like that. So the overall energy, you got 3 cards. We got Moon, which is cycles. And I feel like this has been an ongoing cycle, especially in love for whoever I'm talking to. So with that, usually it pertains to somebody old. So this is somebody that you have been interacting with time and time again. It's almost like being stuck on repeat, and I feel like it's time to end a cycle with somebody so that you can move forward. I just feel like I have a series of bad luck, a lot of shit's falling to shit. Oh, post warning, I use bad language. If you don't like it, there's the door. See you later, bye. Don't need to hear your comments about it. It is what it is. I hope you stay, though. Could have messages for you. But I feel like there's an outdated way of thinking, a pattern, or something. Like you've just been dealing with somebody, and it needs to end. So if it's not ending the connection between the two of you, it's ending the patterns within the connection. So how you guys are going about things, how you're handling the situation, your approach. I feel like communication's an issue. And then we have death, which is all about ending the cycle to start something new. I just feel like there's something very outdated here, and it needs to be worked through and processed through so that you can move forward in a positive way, because somebody is just literally stuck on repeat and not even in a good part of their life. It's almost like Groundhog's Day on the worst day of your life, and it just keeps going over and over, and it's like, is this ever going to change? It will if you allow it to, or if this other person does. I feel like I'm keeping the faith for a connection or a person that I shouldn't even be tied to. And then we have fulfillment. So once you end this cycle, you'll see that your luck is changing. A lot of positive things will start happening for you. I see increases in money. I just see overall abundance and happiness. So whether that's you regaining your footing and being financially secure on your own and just happy and loving yourself, I mean, that's beautiful all in itself, just saying. Whether it's you going it alone or finding the one or someone that could end up being the one, I feel like good things are going to follow you. They're going to come into your life the second you get out of this pattern that you're stuck in. So we're definitely on repeat right now. Let's see, I'm going to put these over here in case I want to refer back to them. Hopefully they don't fall over. So the overall energy in the recent past is victory. So I feel like, excuse me, for a lot of you, you thought that you were going in the right direction, and this could be your energy or the person you're connecting to, because it is a love reading, so take it where it fits, basically. I feel like this is the goal. Like, you're the one for me. I don't want anybody else, and I'm going to achieve this goal. We will be together. But I don't feel like the other person was feeling as victorious as you. Like, you both have different wants and or needs within a connection, which is why the cycle needs to end. But I feel like this person was kind of throwing you a bone, or you could have been doing this, vice versa, whatever. Like, whoever you're dealing with was like, oh, I'll give you a win, Taurus, basically. And you felt like this was progressing forward in a positive way. And it could have been in the past, but I feel like something happened between, I don't feel like you ended up being victorious in this situation. I just feel like you thought it was going to a good place. We have the Ace of Swords reversed at the bottom of the Tarot of Sexual Magic. And this is all about trust. I feel like there were lies here. There's a lot of, it's wishy-washy energy, but to me, I feel like there's not only trust issues, there's something sneaky. I said somebody's harboring a secret. I feel like I don't trust you. I want to, but I don't. So this victory could be somebody thinking they got away with something as well. Because I don't know. There's something like behind the scenes that I don't like. I I'm not sure if you know about it yet. You might, because this is a recent past and maybe you didn't know then, but you found out. I feel like somebody was being shady, whether it was you or them, and I feel like it was being done to you because you were led to believe that things were going in a positive direction, and I don't feel like it did. You were just trying to keep the faith, and I feel like that got kind of shot down. Can I get more on victory? I want to know what this is. I almost feel like I'm winning at life, and then all of a sudden I find something out. Temperance reversed with reconciliation. I feel like some of you were under the assumption that you were going to be able to reconcile with somebody, whether it's somebody that you had dated in the past and wanted back, or it's just somebody you've known for a long time, and it's a sense of reconciliation because you're kind of leveling up, reconciling your differences and moving forward. But I feel like you were led to believe that this was a healthy situation, a healthy connection, and that you both were on the same page, but you weren't. I feel like money was involved here because that was the first thing I was talking about, was your finances, and that could have been the shady business where this person was kind of using you for money and you found out about it, or you will find out about it. But I just feel like I was led to believe that things were going well and they were going to work out, and then I got some shocking news kind of thing. Yeah. The Empress reversed with the Four of Chalices reversed. It's like, I almost feel like somebody promised that you weren't going to miss this opportunity, that it was going to come back around at perfect timing. But they were lying. That's what I feel. Let's see. Can I get more on Temperance reverse and victory? What was this? Don't you love it when people are just phony balonies? It's like, be honest and open so that we can move forward. Why do we need to keep people strung along, Son of a bitch. Yeah, there's narcissistic, the golden mirror. Somebody was pretty self-absorbed. They were doing something for their own, for their own wants and or needs. I think I did that right. Anyways. And healthy choices. So I feel like you were forced to make a different choice, because with the golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing, that's what I said. You were led to believe that that you were going to reconnect with this person, that everything was going to be great. Now that you two, had gotten your shit together on your end and their end, like individually, and then you two were going to be able to come together either again or at all. And I feel like this person just wanted something from you, whether it was intimacy or money, and I strongly feel money. So somebody was in it for their own personal gain, and I feel like you might have found that out, and you were forced to move forward in the recent past, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, being happier. Yeah, you had to move on for your own happiness, and it was like, I feel like this was a pivotal moment for you, like you were realizing, I need to put more effort into myself. I need to take care of myself more, because obviously I feel like I'm misguided, and it's like that aha moment where you're like, okay, I'm putting way too much into bad things. I need to, take a step back and realize why I keep doing what I'm doing. And I feel like this was basically that moment for you when you found this out. Because I feel like you guys were happy, thinking things were going great. You were going to recover a relationship or start one with this person, and you were excited about it, and then your dreams just got shot to shit and shattered, basically. I feel like it was necessary for it to end, because it's a cycle that needs to end for your own fulfillment and happiness in life, whether you end up with somebody new or you just go it alone. You needed to get rid of this person regardless, and I feel like it was a long time coming, because it was somebody that you just wanted to build with. So feelings in the past, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. That goes hand in hand with what I said. It's all about self-love. And I feel like that was the realization, the aha moment, like, okay, instead of beating myself up because you don't love me and you don't want me, I'm going to chalk that up to your own insecurities and problems, and I'm going to go within and focus on myself. I'm going to work on my finances. I'm going to follow my dreams. I'm going to try to cycle through and end these patterns so I can move on. And I do feel like in doing so, you are attracting new opportunities, new prospects, Taurus, that you're probably not even aware of, because I feel like you kind of have your head down and you're focused on yourself right now, or you were, which is beautiful, because I feel like it's been a long time coming. You've put yourself on the back burner and put other people's needs ahead of your own for way too long. But I feel like you're attracting people without even trying. And you're not even interested. I do feel like there's somebody new who has stirred your romantic feelings, and it happened during this whole trying to reconcile with the past, but you weren't paying much attention to them then, and it might be cycling back around now that you're ending a past situation. But I feel like if that's the case, your person or the love interest, the new person, is kind of going inward and either giving you the silent treatment or ignoring you right now, because they're doing their own thing, because they're basically doing to you what you did to them in the past. And it might have you up in your head. We have the 8 of Swords in the upright. I kind of did a little spinny thing, so I do feel like it fluctuates for you. I feel like sometimes you feel like you're doing well and you don't have this person or situation on your mind, and it's like, oh, I'm finally letting go of all the stress and burdens of the past, and then whoop, it comes out of nowhere kind of thing. I feel like whoever this newer person is that you thought you could have something with, but it's never really gotten off the ground, I feel like they comfort you, they ease your fears, and you lose track of not only time, but you're able to let go of all those insecurities and all the stressors from this past person or any past situation. It's almost like they don't exist when you're around this newer person. So they're very calming, and it's kind of a nurturing energy is what I feel. They just put you at ease. And I feel like you're seeing this now. You weren't always noticing it before. Let's see, can I get more on this? I feel like with the past person, there was just too much stress and chaos with that situation that there's just no way it could ever even out and be smooth sailing. I feel like a drama queen somewhere in here, or a drama king, male, female, whatever, like somebody who claims that they hate drama, they can't stand gossip, but yet they thrive in it and it's always around them, you know? I feel like you were dealing with somebody like that, or there's somebody around you like that. Abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. Yeah, this newer person is making you see that you deserve better, basically, and you're happy around them. I feel like a lot of you are very, in the recent past, because this is in the past, I feel like a lot of you are very up in your head, worried, stressed out about who to choose in love, which direction to go in, what's the best fit for you, because you were kind of clung to someone in the past, but yet you knew it wasn't good for you and you're ready to move on, or you wanted to move on but you weren't quite ready. So I feel like that's why I kind of went into like a shell, almost like Cancerian energy. I just see I kind of see a turtle, not a crab, kind of going in to their shell. So it's like taking your time to figure things out and hiding from the world. This is working on yourself. It's like, love is too stressful. I'm just going to focus on myself and get my own shit together. That was kind of taking over your feelings, especially after this false victory happened within a karmic relationship. Yeah, you were forced to focus on your stability, is what I feel, because you were just too stressed out about the connection in the past. It just wasn't going in the direction that you wanted it to. So expectations in the recent past, whether they're your expectations or your person, because like I said, energy, flip-flop it, vice versa. We have the Empress. Lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. This is all about nurturing yourself. But I feel like this was an expectation of yours, was that you were going to get what you want, that this time it would be different, that this person has changed, that you two would have your happily ever after together. But I feel like in that process, you were seeing the red flags. You were actually seeing that things were doing the opposite of that. And it, in turn, it made you go within and work on yourself and just kind of focus on you and put yourself first for a change. Because I feel like you tend to put others ahead of your own wants and or needs, and you're realizing that that's a cycle that needs to end because you're not really getting anywhere. It's keeping you stuck because you matter and you weren't putting yourself in a place, like you weren't treating yourself as though you matter, basically. Can I get more on the Empress? This is also getting what you want. It's being confident. I feel like you were just confident that you were going to win this time, that it was going to work out, and it didn't. So you were forced to go within, basically. But I feel like this is the last go around. Like, you were at the tail end of this bullshit. Like, this past person, whoever has done you wrong, it's almost like once you start the ascension process and you really start pouring the love back into yourself and loving yourself and putting yourself first, that's when you realize all the people that don't that don't benefit you, and you cut them out. Yeah, we have trust issues here. We have the Ace of Swords. Again, reversed. I feel like you found something out. Three of Swords reversed, and it was forcing you to heal from someone from the past, because we have Death reversed, which is a cycle that needs to end. That could be Scorpionic energy, so you could be dealing with Scorpio, or Scorpio ended things with you because they found out you were going back to a past person, and that could have been your newer person. You're just like, they're like, no, I can't do this kind of thing. And you might be looking at that person in a different light, not wanting it to end, because you're realizing that you're not going to get that victory with the past person because it's a karmic situation and it's not for your highest good, basically. But this is lies. This is not trusting someone or a situation. It's not even trusting your own judgment, and it's healing from those trust issues because it's nurturing yourself. So I feel like your expectation of this past situation was that you guys could heal this. That I really feel like you were dealing with somebody who was, they were a cheater. I'm just going to put it that way. There was infidelity in this situation. So when you dated this past person, they either slept with one person or multiple people. I feel like you only know about one, but there were more than one person that they slept with behind your back while you were together. And you might have that might be the secret that you found out, that there was more than one, because you felt like maybe if it was just one slip up, one drunken night, we can heal from this. Like, I can learn to trust you again. But I feel like just more and more bullshit you keep finding out more things that make it impossible to trust this past person. So you were forced to go within and just work on yourself and heal from this and move forward with somebody else, because I feel like I'll never trust you again because of what happened. Because there was way more to the story than you knew, and I feel like you found something else out, or multiple things even for some of you. It was just like, whoa, like you were keeping all this shit hidden. I'm not sure how you guys found out. It could have been through friends, through a third party. But I do feel like it was truthful communication that came through, and it really sent you in a new direction. What you expected to happen didn't happen. It was the exact opposite, basically. Not enough. Yeah. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. I mean, I could definitely see jealousy here, but it made you feel like you weren't good enough. And there isn't enough trust in this connection between the two of you to move it forward, because I feel like you'd be constantly looking over your shoulder. You know, it's like you don't believe a fucking word this person says, so you can't have a productive connection with somebody like that. Like, it will never move forward. It will just be chaos and drama. And I feel like your ex-person, whoever this is that you thought you could reconcile with, I feel like they thrive off of that drama. Like I said, they enjoy it. This person is not ready to settle down. I don't feel like I kind of feel like this is the type of person who will be a casual dater for the rest of their lives. I don't even see them ever getting married, and if they do, it would be an open relationship, at least on their end, because I just don't see them ever having a one-on-one completely. And I feel like you're realizing that, and that's why you're ending it. So yeah, you feel stabbed in the back. It's exactly what I said. Actually, I'm going to keep that. So you didn't get what you expected. You can't trust this person, even though you tried. And I feel like you're realizing that because you put a lot of time, energy, and effort into this. And I feel like once your trust is gone, it's gone. But you had so much love for this past person that you were willing to try to overlook it. And then when other information was coming out, you're just like, nope, I can't. I'm really hurt right now. Like, this was the last nail in the coffin, basically. You feel betrayed. You don't feel like you're good enough around this person. You feel like you never will be. And you were forced to end it and kind of go within. So that's what happened in the recent past with your karmic situation. Overall energy currently is man holding coin reversed. This dude or dudette, it's masculine energy, but it's, not gender specific, so male or female. I feel like the overall energy is somebody who's really shitty with money. This is spending too much money, spending money that's not yours or money that you don't have. So like maxing out credit cards or borrowing money for one thing but spending it on another, whether you're doing that or somebody else is doing that with your money, because I do feel somebody's bad with money, trying to learn how to budget better, basically. But this is also somebody who's pretty self-indulgent. They self-sabotage. They're very selfish. It's kind of like the golden mirror, that it's a sense of narcissism, but we all have narcissistic traits within us. It doesn't mean that we are a narcissist. It just, it's like selfishness, basically, is what I feel. So somebody who's being selfish currently, whether it's you or someone you're dealing with, and I kind of feel like a lot of you are taking on that selfish energy because of what happened to you in the past. It's like, no, right now it's all about me, and that's a healthy sense of selfishness, because you do need to go within and you do need to do the work, and if that's the case, that's totally fine. But I do feel like there are money issues here, whether someone's taking advantage of your finances or you're doing it. So there is money issues, and selfishness. So I'm telling you what, it's a messy situation. Holy Hannah, that went far. Hold on. I gotta go chase my cards. Don't go chasing after the past. Whew. Yeah. The Three of Chalices was the one that flew way over there that I had to chase. That's third party. That can also be reconciliation. So don't go chasing the past, like I said. Can I get more on man holding coin reversed? What is this? Selfishness, please. I just heard friends first. So you might be trying to take a connection slow. And you don't want to go into romance land just yet. You just want to hang out as friends and see where it goes. Which the Three of Cups would be that as well. It's almost like we can hang out and be friends and talk. Because I said there was somebody that kind of helps you through these situations. And if it's like a love interest that's doing that, that's helpful to you, that kind of keeps your mind off from the past and what's happened. It's beneficial to keep that person around, but if they do have feelings for you and they've made it known, don't string them along. Be open and honest with this person. We have the Moon, which is not exactly being open and honest. Excuse me. With the Fool reverse, this is not moving on. It's kind of being stuck to that snake, because there's a snake wrapped around his foot, and I keep looking at that. So I feel like you're still kind of stuck on the past, because this is not taking a risk to move forward, and it's keeping that under wraps. So I feel like publicly you might have, it's like your friends and family and everyone around you know that you're done, or they think you're done with the past, but you're still energetically stuck to someone from the past, but you're keeping it under wraps because it's the unstable situation. I also feel like there's secrets with money. You're definitely stuck to someone from the past, wanting to reconcile still. 3 of Chalices, 10 of Chalices, and then the Fool reverse, so it's not moving on from a past family situation, something that you want to reconnect with. It could be baby mama, baby daddy situation. You want to go back and have that family dynamic again. I just feel like it's a money suck. This person sucks with money, or you do. I feel like this selfishness, holding on to the past, is hindering your future technically, because I feel like there's a new prospect, a new opportunity in love approaching. And because you're still secretly clinging to this unhealthy situation, you're basically self-sabotaging. You're sabotaging a future connection, basically. Keys on a ring. Many options. Decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. That's what I said. You haven't moved on with both. You might end up having a one-night stand because there's lightning and seduction and then the snake. So just be careful whether it's you doing this to somebody, Taurus, or somebody doing it to you. I feel like overall in the current energy, somebody's motives are not exactly squeaky clean. Somebody basically is going to be treated like an option. It's going to be a one-night stand type energy. I feel like somebody's acting as though they're better off than they really are. So whether that's you, Taurus, or this newer person, or it could even be the old person, but I feel like this is somebody new. So I feel like there's somebody around you that wants to move forward with you in a love capacity, but you're stuck to this person still. You're lying and saying that you're done with it. Because they probably pissed you off and stabbed you in the back in some sort of way, but you're still emotionally stuck to it, but you're lying about it. So I almost feel like I'm lying to somebody new, saying that I need to take my time, I need to go slow so we can slowly move forward. But it's bullshit, because you're just biding your time, waiting for something from the past to come back around. But that's something that needs to end, so be careful, because if you're playing with someone's heart, what goes around comes around, so just be cautious with that. It could be being done to you, though, because if it's the past person, I feel like they're treating you like an option still. They only want your money because they're bad with money. So there's like 2 scenarios here. For some Tauruses are leading on a new option because they're not really ready to commit, because there's still some residual shit from the past. Just be open and honest with that new person, because I feel like this will blow up in your face if you treat them like an option and you string them along and just kind of do the whole fuck friend thing. If they're not on the same page as you, that won't be good. It will end really shitty. And I do feel like that connection could be pretty promising, so just be careful that you don't fuck it up. There's just a lot of secrets here, and I see it. It's still in your energy currently. And then the other thing is, like I said, your past person is keeping you clung to them, basically. They might sleep with you here and there. Some of you aren't even getting sex. It's just they're stringing you along because they want your money. They can't afford to be on their own. They're shitty with money, whatever. So they're feeding you lies just to keep you clung to them. Remember that. Feelings currently. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. This is the new person. I feel like you're very closed-minded right now because you're still clung to a past situation. And I know some of you are going to be like, I don't want my ex back, and I'm done with the past. Well, this message isn't for you. And you could be further along in the process. You might have, just recently healed from the past situation. You're finally done. But there are some of you out there who, whether you want to admit it to yourself or not, you're still kind of stuck to, there's still hope there for this past situation. And you're not really viewing any new prospects as that. You're kind of shut down to the idea of new love, whether you're clung to the past or not. This is telling you that there's somebody in your environment right now who the universe has kind of sent to you, and it would be a very beautiful, promising connection, but you're not viewing it that way. And I feel like it's just because you have a lot of things that you need to work through, and you are being kind of selfish and focusing on yourself, which is a good thing to an extent. Just don't do it for too long. Keep an open mind, please. I mean, if you definitely don't want to, be with anybody, you want to go it alone kind of thing, then take as much time as you want, basically. But I just feel like there's an opportunity approaching. This person could have, you might already know who I'm talking about. They might have already expressed their feelings to you. For some of you, they have. For others of you, it's coming. So just don't play with this person's emotions, because I feel like it would be something very beautiful. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. That's all about independence. So this person is single. You're single. I do feel like there is a bit of obsession here, a tiny bit. It's 50-50. Some of you, this obsession is to the past. It's you, being very closed-minded and being stuck to the past. So basically, you're staying single because you're keeping the hope alive for this. For others of you, this is the new person. Their romantic feelings have definitely been stirred up, and there's something about you that they kind of latched onto. They are single. I feel like you two have a lot in common with this new person, but you don't know that because you haven't given them a chance yet. Yeah, Seven of Cups, Seven of Chalices with the Strength card. Could be a Leo, a water sign, earth sign, air. This is keeping your options open. I feel like some of you have told somebody new that you don't want to date. You're just keeping your options open. You're just kind of casually living life. Not really dating, just kind of having a good time. And I feel like it's because you are stuck to the past. Just make sure you don't treat this new person like an option. Just be open and honest with them. Or make sure they're open and honest with you. Because like I said, it could be vice versa. Because somebody definitely has feelings for you. You guys are mirroring each other. This is a new person. Unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love, kisses. So this is the whole, you both are single and you're falling. And I feel like this person is falling in love with you. I feel like you are as well. Some of you, because we're all on different paths. But you're mirroring each other. So how they're feeling about you is how you're feeling about them. And, it's like you guys are you're mirroring each other, basically. You're doing the same fucking thing. I feel like some of you, part of the secret is you're not expressing your feelings. So you guys are treating each other like you're an option, like, oh, I could take it or leave it kind of thing. I'm not really interested in you, but you actually harbor feelings for this new person because they feel the exact same way and they're treating you the exact same way. You both are being kind of stubborn because neither one of you wants to be vulnerable, possibly because of issues with moving on from the past. I do feel like there's going to be an encounter out of nowhere with lightning and seduction. It might be a split second. Ooh, we're going to move away from the past. You might be moving away from the snake energy, this narcissistic type energy, someone who's very self-absorbed, to this new person, like moving towards them out of nowhere. And the trigger moment might be an intimate moment that you guys have, whether you end up having sex with this person or it's just sharing kisses. I almost feel like you both, if you've already had that intimate encounter, it's definitely lighting a fire inside of you, Taurus, because I feel like you would have been the one to push this person away. So just know you both are feeling the same way, whether you had sex or not. But that moment where you either came close or you did, whether it's happened or not, in that moment, that's the trigger moment. That's the lightning moment. That's going to get you thinking and potentially send you moving forward in the future with this person or just away from this past person. So whether you end up with the new person or not, I feel like you are slowly getting out of this past energy, which is good. So, current expectations, we have Eight of Fire. Events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. So this wanted to come out reversed, but I don't like reading these cards reversed unless I'm absolutely prompted to do so. So when it does that, I kind of read it both ways, and I feel like you two are mirroring each other, like I said, but one of you has the expectation that this is over. I fucked it up. We're not moving forward. There's too many blockages. It could be the new person who is thinking, oh, Taurus blocked me. Taurus doesn't want me, because you haven't communicated anything. You're keeping, all your feelings and everything on the DL. You're keeping it to yourself. So they might be expecting that it won't move forward. But I feel like you are expecting it to move forward relatively quickly. It's almost like once I share my feelings, I feel like it's going to go too fast for me. So I want to hold back. That's what I kind of feel with this. It's like you're fearing being rushed. But if you have open, honest communication, that won't happen because the person will know where you're coming from, kind of thing. So don't fear it moving too fast. Just tell them you need time. I feel like as long as either you or this person knows that it's leading somewhere, then it will, then they'll move slow. They'll do what you need, and take time. It's just this person doesn't know what to expect and they don't like it. So one of you thinks that it's over and the other one thinks it's going too quickly, basically. You can't rush the healing process, so if any of you are trying to hurry that up, that will end up being an epic fail, and you might circle back around and have to start over again. So just take your time with healing. 8 of Fire, please. I get more for this current expectation. Hold on, I need to shuffle. Thank you. We have the 7 of Wands. Yeah, this is being guarded. It's wanting to remove those blocks, but not fully knowing how to move forward. So there are blockages here. And that's probably why your person thinks that it's not going to move forward, that you're too guarded, that you're protecting your heart too much. It's always good to protect yourself, but I feel like I'm being overly protective. It's feeling like you two are not on the same page, but you actually are, which is kind of funny. 4 of Chalices is at the bottom of the deck right now. Which is not being satisfied with the status quo. It's kind of rejecting an offer or not being happy with what's being presented. It's wanting to explore your options. It's not being happy with the way things are going. Because to me, the way I'm looking at this card right now is this is her house. Could be his, but whatever. Say this is her house and she's just outside the gate. She's meeting a new option because she's not satisfied with what's going on in her current life. She's trying to spice things up. So I almost feel like your person, this newer person, Taurus, feels like you're just using them to spice things up, that you're never going to really open up to them, that you're not going to move it forward in a romantic sense, that it's just in the moment, that you're just trying to bide your time, and that's why they feel that it's blocked. So that's their expectation. They're just that you're killing time with them. Or that's how you feel about this newer person. But it's not. They want to move forward with you. It's just communication has to happen. There's shit communication. And that's why you guys are both wondering this shit. I just heard it's time to cut the cords to the past. So, if you're bored in your situation, you're not happy with the way things are going with this past person or just your current life, cut the cord and move forward. Experience with this new person. Just keep an open mind and tell them you need to go slow and just have a good time. Because I do feel like you are very drawn to this other person, but yet you're still stuck in the past. Hand of Cards, take a chance, risk, being strategic, which is what I feel this is. It's like, I don't want to lose everything, so I'm going to kind of go about it in a certain way, kind of a sneaky way. Options, which we were just talking about, not showing hand, and gambling. So this is actually, it's like hanging out with this person is, in a sense, taking a gamble, taking a risk. Is this person going to hurt me? Are they not going to hurt me? Is my ex-person going to find out? Is my current person going to find out? Like, I feel like there's a lot at stake here, and that's why the other person definitely feels these blockages. They're self-imposed, that's for sure. But I do feel like one of you wants to take a chance, and they don't want to be just an option. So that might be the risk here, like trying to level up and expressing their feelings to you, Taurus, or you expressing your feelings to this new person. Trying to figure out how to tell someone that you want to level up, but at the same time you are kind of scared of taking this chance, and that's why the Seven of Wands is here. You're still very protective, protecting your heart. And it's only because of the past, because we have Girl with a Snake, Empath and Narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enabled, and boundaries. This is needing to set boundaries with the past, because I said that. I feel like you're still under this person's spell from the past, basically, Taurus. I mean, hell, if it's not you dealing with a past person, it could be your love interest, this newer person who's guarded towards you because they're stuck to someone in the past. It could be completely vice versa, but I do feel like there are a lot of Tauruses who are still clung to a past situation because you either have a family with this person or it's just what you know. It's a sense of complacency. So the overall energy for the near future is 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. This is all about the throat chakra. It's expressing your feelings and desires, basically what you want out of a loving connection or what you want in general. It's the communication that needs to happen. So the overall energy in the near future is you need to open up. You need to speak up. You need to communicate how you feel, what you want, what you don't want, so that you both are on the same page. I feel like this is communicating with the past, saying, I need to close this cycle out. If, you're no good for me, we can co-parent, or I'll pay you X amount of blah, 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 whatever, whether it's alimony, child support, I don't know. Just, it's communicating and figuring out a plan so that you can move forward. And then it's communicating with this new person and explaining why you've been distant, explaining why you've been guarded, and telling them what you need and what you would like to have happen between the two of you, whether it's moving forward with them or just moving forward on your own. But I feel like communication is the overall energy coming up within the month because it's necessary. Whether you guys can communicate telepathically or not, that doesn't mean this person can read your every thought. They're not a mind reader, not 110%. They might be able to pick up a sentence here or there, but they're not going to know every motherfucking thing you think. And even if they did, you need to confirm it because they'll just be left wondering if it's, their own assumptions or not. You never want to leave somebody to their own devices because assuming just makes an ass out of you and me and it fucks shit up. So what is this communication, please? And for Taurus, so when I'm done with this, with part 1, which is on YouTube, I'm going to upload it so you guys can watch it, and then, because I'm going to take a mini break, and then I'm going to come back and do part 2, which will be on Patreon. So it might be delayed, so if it's not there immediately, like say you finish this reading and you want to go over to watch part 2 and you sign up and you're like, where is it? It will be there. It might be like an hour after or something. I'm not 100% sure because I might just keep going. It all depends, but I kind of need a break. So we have the 9 of Swords. This is being stressed out. It's kind of sleepless nights. I feel like the thought of this new person keeps you up at night. Like a lot of you are having these sexual fantasies of this person. I just heard I'm shitty at love. Like I'm unlucky in love. Oh, wow. And then we have the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. To me, with the Knight of Swords at the bottom, this is quick communication, which is pretty much what we have here. It's all about communication coming up in the future. So either you are going to just suddenly be like, hey, I'm out with it, and just explain your feelings to this person, or this person is going to initiate communication quickly, and that's going to get the ball rolling. But either way, I do feel like communication is coming. So if you're waiting for it, I feel like you should initiate it, Taurus, but regardless, it's coming. I do feel like it's been such a long time coming that this person, they might approach you in a very messy way, I guess you could say. Like, there could be miscommunications here because somebody has so much to say that they might just verbal diarrhea it, and when they do, you won't really know what to think, and you might get confused, because I feel like it'll be through online communication, so like Facebook Messenger, texting, something like that, email. So you're not going to be able to hear their tone of voice or view their body language, so you might get confused. So be careful with how you say things or how you interpret what somebody is saying to you, because I feel like you might read it as one way, but that's not how they meant it. So keep an open mind with communication, because I kind of feel that. And you don't want to screw things up just because you read something wrong. But this is feeling unlucky in love, like being stressed out, like I don't know if I can commit, because I kind of feel like she's worried that her husband's going to come home. Like, seriously, I don't know why I feel that way. It's like, let's make this quick, but I don't want to make it quick, and I always fuck things up. So that might be part of the communication. Like, I don't know how to move this forward because I screw shit up. But it's open. This connection between you and this new person, it's balanced. So it's equal giving and receiving. I feel like the door is wide open for you to move forward with this person. There really are no obstacles. They're just self-imposed obstacles. So if you're allowing your past person to get in the way, it's because you're allowing it to, because you're not really with that person. It's just an energy. And I feel like if it's your person that you want to connect to, if it's their past that's getting in the way, it's because they're allowing it to. Because the universe is giving you the green light. It's like, no, you two, as long as you guys can open up lines of communication, I feel like you two have nothing to worry about, ultimately. This is also discussing wanting to move forward, just wanting things to be fair, waiting for that connection that is fair. It's like, I want somebody who will give to me like I give to them, and I feel like the both of you are able to do that with each other, but one of you, or both of you, is kind of fearful of commitment because things just haven't worked out up until this point. But that's a cycle that needs to end. Don't let this beautiful connection pass you by because you're afraid that they're going to leave you or reject you or whatever. Exactly. We have the runner. The unlucky in love, the runner. Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. That's exactly what this person's going to do, or you. And it might be going back to the past with camera. I feel like there needs to be honest communication, and there is fear here. I'm unlucky in love. I self-sabotage. That's what this is. The runner chaser shit. You could be dealing with a twin. So, feelings in the near future. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other, which is what I was just talking about. So, not only in your head space, the overall energy, it's in your heart space. You guys need to communicate with each other and tell each other, what you want, what your future looks like. Take it day by day. You don't need to rush anything, but both of you want to communicate with each other like bad. We have the Four of Swords reversed. This is, you thought it to death, basically. It's coming out of that time of rest and moving forward. I feel like if you're using the excuse that you need more time to heal, this is basically Spirit saying you have healed from this. You just need to get it off your mind, because you're already out of this situation. This is also someone coming in saying, I don't want to be away from you anymore. We haven't been around each other. We haven't been talking for long enough. I want to bridge the gap. Can I get more on this conversation, please? Like, I'm sick of waiting. So an ultimatum might be coming up for someone. Be careful with that if you're the one giving the ultimatum, because the person might choose something different, because, you know, ultimatums never go over well. Just be cautious with that, whether I'm talking to you or a cross-watcher. Can I get more on this conversation, please, for Taurus? Thank you. We have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. This is talking about ending that past situation. It's like, have you recovered from it yet? Are you healed so we can move forward? I feel like you guys just need to be honest and open with each other about what happened in your past connection. So they need to be open with you just like you are with them. I feel like it'll be very therapeutic for the both of you. I feel like for the most part you guys have healed, or you will be at that point in the near future within the month. Like just letting go of people, places, and things that don't serve you, basically, so you can move forward. But this is still that unlucky in love feeling to me. I feel like someone wants to communicate, like, I have feelings for you. I don't want to be away from you. You know, the disconnect has been long enough. I want to rekindle something. Have you ended the past situation yet? Are you fully done with it so we can move forward? I feel like that's that conversation that's going to be coming up. Can I get more on this heart-to-heart conversation, please? Somebody's also working on their finances, because like I said, there's somebody who's bad with money. Whether it's your ex that you're dealing with, Taurus, or this new person's ex. I don't know. Somebody's shitty with money. And this is like feeling a sense of lack, not feeling stable. It's kind of like, I'm not looking for love, I'm working on my finances. But I feel like you do have feelings for this person. Just don't let it pass you by. Because I feel like a lot of you have waited way too long, basically. Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, or meeting, hesitation. This is the hesitation on leveling up, because then we have engagement ring. It's like it's fearing the unknown, not knowing where you two are going to end up, how far this connection's going to go, fearing rejection and having abandonment issues kind of thing, which I felt for you guys in the past. But this is let's just discussing your feelings. It's like, okay, I've waited long enough, I want to tell you how I feel. This is also, I don't want to be away from you. It's a sudden invitation or meeting. So I feel like once you two start communicating, this person might just be like, hey, you want to come over? Or hey, can I come over? Or just fucking show up. I feel like you're gonna, within the month, you will have a face-to-face with whoever this new person is. I don't feel like it's gonna be the moment where you two commit to each other, but I feel like this is closer than you've ever been, because the past is phasing out. It's like, how much hell can you put yourself through? I just feel like this cycle needs to end with the past, and I feel like you're getting fed up. So you are slowly moving towards the future. Expectations, we have 10 of water. A contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. This wanted to come out reversed, but like I said with the 8 of fire, I read it both ways. So this is not being emotionally fulfilled, basically. Expecting. So I feel like it's the same thing that I said with the 8 of fire. One of you feels the blockage, feels like you're unlucky in love, it's not going to happen, and the other one is being positive. So there's a pessimistic person and a positive one. I don't know which side of the coin you fall on, Taurus, but I kind of feel like you're being the pessimist for some of you, not all of you. So you both need to learn to get on the same page, because I feel like the love is there. You both enjoy each other's company. You both want to see where this could go, but one of you thinks it's going to fail. It's just, you're doomed to fuck shit up kind of thing. And the other one is just expecting it to be this grandiose, beautiful connection that is going to be out of this world, a love of a lifetime kind of thing. So you both are definitely thinking of each other in different ways, but yet in the same way. I feel like you love each other the same. Your feelings are matched, but one of you is so afraid that it's gonna that you're going to get stabbed in the back, that it's just going to be history repeating itself. And the other person is like, well, I just want to see where this goes because I have so much, like, my feelings are so intense. And then we have the Eight of Earth. The inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents and contracts. To me, this is a new beginning, a promising new beginning. That's the offer. So even though there's this back and forth and one of you is being pessimistic and the other one's being positive, the love is there, and I do feel like an offer is going to be made. Whether you make it to this new person, Taurus, or they make it to you, I just feel like the opportunity is there. Do not let it pass you by. Can I get one for the Ten of Water and then one for the Ace of Earth, please? I feel like this is a very difficult conversation for someone because my throat, I feel like I'm all nasally and like I have that hoarseness, like a frog in my throat. The Knave of Pentacles, this is a start. To me, it's that back and forth like I was talking about, like one of you is being pessimistic and the other one's not. It's all about perspective, because with this card, I kind of feel like with the Ace of Cups, with the Ace of Pentacles, I keep wanting to say cups because he's pouring that in her mouth. It's the beginning. It can be a friendship. It's a slow start, which I feel is necessary, but I feel like the person who's being positive and knows that this is going to be the love of a lifetime, whatever, they're looking at it as I'm offering you this pentacle to move forward and let's have a good time, and they want to share these intimate moments with you, and they're looking at it as a start. The person who's being pessimistic and thinks that they're unlucky in love and that they'll never have this is looking at this offer as a form of manipulation, as you're rushing me, because I saw that here in the current energy, like you're forcing this pentacle on me just because I'm not with so and so, like too much too soon. But you guys have been playing these fuck games for how long? It's been a minute. So it's all about how you two are perceiving it. So I feel like there needs to be serious communication so that this miscommunication doesn't happen. Because I always look at this card for some reason like he's forcing her. I mean, she doesn't look like she's forced, but it's almost like the look in his eye. It's like he slipped her something. So she's just she's drugged and out of it so he can get his way. And I feel like one of you's kind of looking at it that way, and the other one's like, no, I'm being sensual and I want to move this forward. So it's almost like pushing your wants and needs on the other person, and that's how they're viewing it, even though the other person isn't doing that or you're not doing that. Can I get one? No, I'll clarify them together. Hold on. Can I get one for the Ace of Earth, please? What is this new beginning, this new opportunity? We have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is all about communication. It's using head over heart, so being logical. He's in the upright, so I'm not looking at it as cold and detached. But to me, this can also be misinformation, which is what I was talking about with the Knave of Pentacles. Like one of you is seeing it in a positive way and the other one's being very pessimistic. So it's all about perspective. And if you look at this card, it is about perspective, because they're just kind of sitting here. Yeah, they're having a moment, but she's looking in and she might think it's more than it really is. It's all in the eyes of the beholder, basically. So you both are looking at this opportunity from different perspectives, and that is why communication is the main energy for the future. You both need to make sure you're on the same page, because if you just are left to your own devices and assume, I feel like that's where the problems will come in between you and this new person. I feel like you guys have really thought this situation to death. It's time to take action, basically, because we have the Four of Swords reversed. So it's like, all right, I don't want to be away from you anymore kind of energy. Can I get more on the Ten of Water, please? Be careful with gossip as well, because I almost feel like whoever I'm talking to, you're a very private person. It's like you don't mind being in the public eye or, broadcasting certain things, but when it comes to matters of the heart or, sex life, shit like that, you are very private. You want to keep shit to yourself. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who is the same way, but I do feel a spy in the mix, because remember I said there's like some hidden aspect here, like secrets and shit, and I felt that over here. We see that with the moon, but I do feel like there could be somebody could be misinformed by a third party, and it's just because of jealousy. We have addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint, which is what I feel here, like what I said with the whole one of you is viewing it like the glass half full and the other the glass half empty. Just being addicted to the past. It's being addicted to a pattern, to the way things have always been. So it's like I'm unlucky in love. Like I said, I fuck shit up, or I always find a bitch or an asshole or a cheater or whatever. Like you're gonna be the same. But this person isn't gonna be the same. They're not the same. You're just assuming. Like I said, it makes an ass out of you and me, so don't. So it's like being addicted to the drama, to the bullshit, to assuming that everyone's like your ex, like your past. Get out of that mentality, because that is that self-sabotaging behavior, like I saw here with the man holding coin reversed. And then with the Ace of Earth, we have love call, which is all about communication with the King of Swords, like I said. Make sure that you two communicate properly, because I do feel miscommunications here. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. With that whole third party energy, I almost feel like somebody's messages online are either being like tapped, like your ex has found a way to read your messages. I just feel like somebody's being watched in some capacity. So be careful of third-party interference, because I do feel like someone that is either tied to you or this new person from their past is watching what's going on between the two of you, and you don't even realize it. And they're going to try to sabotage the connection. So if your ex, this person especially, tries to butt into your life or any new potential love interest, any options that you're pursuing, or specifically this person who has strong air, water, potentially earth in their chart. I did see Scorpio too, like I said, and I felt Libra, Gemini. But anyways, if your ex tries to sabotage the connection or says anything negative about that person, take it with a grain of salt, basically, because I feel like they're doing it on purpose to keep you stuck. Yeah, they're doing it on purpose to keep you stuck because they are passionate about you. And it's not that they want you back, because it is this person. It's a karmic situation. I feel like there's a snake in the grass. There's somebody who's trying to sabotage this new connection because of money. It's like they're going to act like they love you. And I do feel like some of you, this person, your ex, your past, your baby mama, baby daddy, whatever, is passionate about you, or you're stuck to them, whichever way it goes. But I feel like it's like sexual gratification and money. It's not legit love. It's a selfish kind of thing. And they're trying to sabotage new connections. That's exactly what this is. That's the third party interference. So don't let anyone come between you and this new person like you already have, because I feel like this past person has already interfered with this connection, and they're going to continue to do so as long as they have the green light to do it. The blockages that need to happen, you need to block this person. You need to end that cycle so that you can have this person, because look, if we put it in order, we have cycles, which is in the past. This is a cycle that needs to end. It just keeps going round and round and round with this person over karmic relationship. And then we have death in the current energy. So this is finally realizing all this and seeing what this person is doing, taking it all at face value and ending that cycle so that you can have this new person fulfillment in the near future, so you can express your love and move forward with the Ace of Earth with this new opportunity and get yourself out of this stuck energy. That's exactly how this shows up. And it's so funny that it comes out that way. So we have being stuck, learning how to love yourself and heal, keeping an open mind so that you can move forward in a positive way and get out of this bullshit energy and follow the person that you're actually mirroring, that you have feelings for, because they have feelings for you. And then this is talking about it. That's the progression of this connection. And I do feel like come June, so the beginning of summer, definitely is when things are going to really start heating up and moving forward quicker, between you and the new person, or just you and somebody new, because you're still kind of half in, half out energy wise, but you're getting there, which is beautiful. So that's what I have for you for this part. Over on Patreon, we're going to cover obstacles and blocks, actions that either you or this person are going to take, and potential outcomes, advice, all kinds of shit like that. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. The more you interact with me, the more apt I am to pick up on your energy. And if you'd like a personal reading, I do have openings. Like I said, email me. My email's in the box below. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, go to my website, what have you. Just check me out everywhere if you would like. And yeah, I mean, like, the most liked videos are going to be done first. And if it made sense, please let me know. I love hearing your stories. If you're going to be negative, if you're going to be an asshat, keep your comments to yourself, because no one really needs to hear it. No one fucking cares if you're going to be a jerk. If you're going to spread the love and light, then go right ahead. Tell me your story, comment, support the other subscribers. I love it when you guys support each other. That's what we're here for. We're all here to help each other, because everybody struggles in some capacity. But yeah, I will see you over on Patreon. Thank you so much for your love and support. I love you guys.